China.
Are you doing it from the venue?
Yeah,
Oh,
here we go.
we start. Yep.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the Royal Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. It's day 2 of the Rumza Puerto Rico Women's Las Vegas Open. And our first match of the day is a loser side qualification encounter between Jasmin Ouschan and Margarita Fefilova style. We're playing 10 ball, of course. It's 2 races to 4. It's cool shot and calling the shots. With me in the booth for this one is the smiling, sweet talking Dutchman, Tim de Ruyter. Good morning, Tim. Good afternoon.
Hey man, what's up? Good match here.
Yeah, and it's loser goes home. It's loser qualification. Both have a loss to their name. The referee getting the balls ready. Lots of other matches going on as well at the same time. It's the ladies' round at the moment, so we'll keep you up to date with all the scores as well as they happen. There's Jasmin,
Will be
28-year-old
difficult.
from Austria.
Difficult to pick a winner in this match. Based on recent form, some people would think Margaret is the favorite. But Jasmin does have a lot of experience and also has been dominating the European circuit for quite some time.
Well, scratch. Not an ideal start for Margaret Steyer. And she's really, you just mentioned her form, Tim, and she's had some really good form lately. She's been playing the WPBA Tour. She's actually risen to number 4 on the WPBA ranking list. So results, she's had a few semi-finalists. I think she had one final as well, I believe. So she's really risen up the rankings. Anyway, it's about Jasmin now, ball in hand, and everything in the open, Tim. What do you see?
Yeah, I gotta say the 2-ball to the 3-ball is a tough one. It's really difficult, and then as well has to play the 3-7 combo. I think there's a small issue with the shot clock, so Jasmin just asking like, do I wait or can I go? That's the reason why she sat down. Of course, would be not so nice for Margaret to play on. Yeah, if I look at the layout, the 3-7 is such a tough combo, a lot of distance in between. This is actually a good view to look at the layout. And yeah, to get close to that 3-ball as well is a toughie. I believe if you can get to the center of the table from the 2 to the 3 and make the combo, 4, 5, 6 is pretty much linked. Yeah, shouldn't be too crazy after just all the work around the 2, 3, 4. Unless she goes... Yeah. I was gonna say unless she goes around the 4-ball, 2 rails or 3 rails shaped to the 3. No, I don't think so. Will be long combo.
Yeah, well, that shot clock issue has been sorted out, and it gave Jasmin a nice opportunity to survey the table and work out the best route, and it looks like she has decided to play Well, having said that, Tim, she's come down to get onto it in the corner. It's not a bad shot, is it?
Yeah, just the rub on the 5 ball got her maybe a little bit uncomfortable around the rail. But actually a lot better option than playing the combination, that's for sure.
Yeah, just made the 5 a little bit awkward later in the rack. Oh, where's she gone with the cue ball though? Is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. Good shot.
Well, she did get quite straight on the 4, so might have to force follow 2 rails, possibly 3 rails, long rail, short rail, and then the bottom long rail to get something on the 5 ball. Don't think she can still stun off the rail. No, this is straight, has to go forward.
No man's land.
Well, she might play, if she wants to go aggressive, she can bank the 5 ball. It's pretty decent percentage. 2 rails on the cue ball, just missed the 10. And if she catches the 10, she might still be on the 6.
Got to avoid the double kiss though, Tim, on this bank.
No, she played the safety behind the 10, just a little bit. Then again, the same thing. She had to avoid the kiss playing that safety. And she has left half a chance for Margaret.
Very serious looking Jasmin. Needs this to pass the 7. That's a beauty. Very nice shot indeed. Well controlled, wasn't it, Tim?
Yeah, beautiful cue ball. Minimum 1 rail kick, possibly 2 rails. Depends, she could go 1 rail, 5-10 combo. Could also go 2 rails and carom the 10 ball in.
2 rails, she's called it inside. So trying to kick it. Long rail, short rail, past the 6, obviously playing to get it safe. Calling it just in case. It would be a nice fluke if she could get it.
Okay, not a bad hit. A little better result could have went her way.
Yeah, she can get behind this 10 ball for position onto the 6 into the same pocket. So
Yeah, it would be
real
nice.
chance.
Would be nice for her to still win this rack because she got pretty unlucky on the break. Cue ball got 2 kisses in the side, so if she had lost this rack and maybe Jasmin running 1 extra, maybe Margaret would feel in her chair, well, you know, there's nothing I could have done about it. I got 2 kisses and scratched. Now she can get at least square on that mistake or unlucky moment. It's gonna make her feel better. Just wondering, was always gonna end up straight on this 7 ball, playing the 5 ball the way she played. No, the 6 ball, excuse me, the 6, how she's played it.
Does have a very, very big stroke, much like husband Tyler. Pretty similar. Fans of the Johan raising elbow drop.
Yeah, perfect speed as well. So close on the 8. Has to be careful. Try to stay close and give yourself something to work with on the 9. Doesn't want to have too much angle, so either straight or small angle would work. I think she got perfect for straight draw.
nicely done. Just slightly overdone it, so a little bit of a tester. Doesn't want to hit it too hard. Cue ball tracking towards his bottom left-hand corner, maybe.
She might have gone too far. This is a tough cut. And watch the cue ball.
Yeah.
If I shoot this one, I
running
do.
free.
Oh.
Where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball going? If it's got the pace, it's going to go. It's in.
Oh.
It's in. It's in. Wow. It started with a scratch, Tim, and it ended with a scratch. Margaret Fefilova scratching off the break, and then right on the last ball as well. So the easiest of tap-ins for Jasmin Ouschan, and she takes it. Now remember, Tyler Steyer in the World 8 Ball a couple of years back in Puerto Rico on the shootout actually scratched off the shootout shot. Do you remember that, Tim, round 4 rails?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the referee just explaining to the ladies there that the 10 has to be potted. You might notice Margaret was taking all the balls out of the pockets. The 10 ball has to be potted, so... Jasmin
Yeah, I do
taking in some
understand.
fluids.
I do understand
ahead,
that Margaret, she did play the 10 ball, the cut, with a little bit more authority, because if you had to hold the cue ball, most of the time you're not that straight on the shot. So she decided to put a little bit more stroke into it, but then the cue ball was into more danger. So it was a matter of making the 10 and possible scratch, or missing the 10 but leaving the cue ball on the table. And of course she was not going to play safe on the 10 ball. She would want to have a chance to win.
Trademark break, one of the biggest breakers in the women's game.
Yeah, definitely is going to look for a more square break next time. Did come up dry.
Roll up behind the 3 ball here.
Well, she could have played a 1-10 combination and draw the cue ball behind the 7 two-way shot. But I feel Margaret is going to try and outmove Jasmin a little bit. Make her feel more uncomfortable. Just thinking, can go 1 rail, medium speed. 2 rails would be nice if she can. Well, it looks like the 3 ball's in the way, but 2 rails must be. Oh, she hit this good. Nice shot from Jasmin.
Yeah, might see the jump cue here, Tim, and call the 4 ball. And I recently did an interview with Jasmin Ouschan, and we were talking about the safety side of her game, and she was saying how much she's learned off of Albin, her brother, and says she considers Albin to be one of the top safety players and kickers in the world, and she's learned a lot from him.
Well, this has opened up the 2 ball, or was going to open up the 2 ball unless it found the 4 ball again. Let's see how good Jasmin is feeling. Is she going to open up the 2-4, or is she going to play a safety after?
There's your answer. Cue ball round the angles. Hold the cue ball behind the 4. Now, is it too thin though?
I was going to
no,
say, I don't think she can stop the cue ball there. So cross corner.
This is a 1 pocket shot, isn't it?
Oh, this was good. And I don't think she could have played the cue ball any better. Perfect on the 3-6 combo. Still has to, still has to do something here. It's not a guaranteed combo, but at least she's on prime shape.
Maybe go into the 5 as well, Tim, to hold the cue ball, will she? Oh, she's played well. That's a shocker. Well, we were just talking about how good her safety game is. And she's played a loose one, completely misjudged it. She was trying to play the 3 ball past the 6 and played it straight into it. So a great chance here for Margaret to level things up.
Well, there's one thing though, is that of course we are using a shot clock, and to see a shot is one, but to execute the shot within, what is it, 30, 35 seconds, it always gives a little bit extra. It's really tough to do.
How do you feel about the shot clock, Tim? Do you think 30 seconds is long enough, or should it be 40? What's your feeling on that
No,
for 10 ball?
I believe for 10 ball it's enough. But definitely it's gonna make the players that have a faster decision making, it's gonna favor them. So the ones with the pool brain, the ones that they look at the table and instantly have a feeling, oh, this is the right shot. It's gonna favor these kind of players because they have extra time to execute.
I think it's worth mentioning that on the WPBA tour, where the ladies played 9 ball, the shot clock is actually 40 seconds. So it's a new thing for them to come and play a 10 ball tournament with just 30 seconds. I'm just putting it out there. So a slight adjustment needed for these ladies.
Well, and it's also especially what you're used to. If you practice 20-second shot clock all the time, and then you get to a tournament where there's a 30 or 40 seconds, you feel like you've got so much time to walk around and be even more detailed. But it doesn't work the other way around. If you're used to a 40-second shot clock, it's more difficult to say, okay, well, let's just cut 10 seconds off. I've experienced that myself. Some good shape so far from Margaret. Could choose to run into the rail and come back out. I think she can still hold the cue ball. Soft draw.
He's going to have to play the 10 into the same pocket now, I think, as the 9 ball. She could come round and play it in the bottom left as we look. Let's see how she plays this.
I do also like to go forward 2 rails, play the 10 in the side. Just make sure you bump the second rail softly or straight in. Just top left. But it was either this or the 2 rails forward I was going to play. She did get in between.
Yeah, this is no gimme. She's already missed 110. Well, she made the 10, but unfortunately made the cue ball as well. So
Good execution.
nicely done.
Nicely done.
Yeah, very well done. I thought she was going to go in the other corner pocket, but safely in, and we're all level. She'll be breaking. Winner breaks, of course. And each player gets to break first in the sets. So if you broke first in the first set, the other person breaks in the second set. And we're at the stage at the moment where we go to a shootout if it goes 1 set all. But of course, all that changes when we go to the single elimination, stage 2. I believe we're playing that in the ladies as well, Tim, right? Best of 3 sets?
Yeah, I believe so. So
let's just
basically,
run around the room for you.
After this match, basically, we'll extend the format.
Bring you up to date with some latest scores after we watch this break from Margaret. Nice one in the side. Oh, work at the cue ball again though, Tim. She's lost the cue ball for the second time. What did she do wrong there, Tim? Have we lost Tim?
She played a little bit too much draw. I'm still here. She played a little bit of draw and didn't catch the one ball full in the face. If you look at it, a little bit of draw and not full in the face, drawing the cue ball right in the top left corner.
I thought for 1 second there I'd lost Tim the Horseman, because it's unlike him not to want to comment on a break. He is our break specialist.
Yeah, I'm a picky gentleman sometimes. So yeah, the only good thing for Margaret is she has scratched twice on the break, but never really left an easy run out. So she, in some ways, still guarantees a visit to the table. In this case, it's all because of the 6 ball. Difficult to get on the 6 ball. Never say never, but has to play either a 6-7 combo or maybe a bank on the 6 ball.
Like it's going to be. Did she just call the corner?
Yeah, I
must
believe
go,
so.
Tim. She thinks it passes.
Well, I think the combo is the only shot.
Yeah, it must be. Nicely done. Very nicely done indeed.
And now she has
potential banana skin.
Yeah, she has opened up the rack. So, of course, if she gets straight on the 8, it will be tough to get to the 9 ball, but any angle is going to be okay to work up to the 9. She did get that little bit of straight. Might be just okay to stun maybe a ball or 2 towards the 9. She might be playing into the short rail and back out. No. She couldn't really get any closer. She took the medicine a little bit.
Yeah,
Could also
it in nicely off the rail.
Could play 2 rails, 9 to the 10, just stun and go twice the long rail. Gotta watch the scratch, of course. She floats it in, she will have a tougher 10. Oh, she did hold the cue ball. Nicely done. Nice shot on the 9 ball.
And it goes. The Austrian leads by 2 racks to 1 in the first set, and let's just go around the room and give you some latest scores. A lady in form at the moment, Elul Kibaroglu, who just won a tournament in the States. She's 3-1 down though to Silviana Liu. Bojana Sarac is in action against Kelly Fisher, and the Serbian is 2-0 up on Kelly Fisher. Shui Ching Jiang is 2-0 ahead in the first set against Mighty Repero, the Spaniard. It's Japan versus Bulgaria. Chihiro Kawahara is 2-0 down to Kristina Zleteva. And Soledad Ayala has taken a 2-1 lead over Alison Fisher, who's now, of course, playing under the American flag. Playing under the Austrian flag, the very proud lady from Klagenfurt, breaking off 2-1 ahead, looking to get on the hill in this first set.
Oh, cue ball off the table.
Wow. Well, Tim, out of 4 breaks, we've seen 3 fouls.
Yeah, and this is just basically it's the aiming part. It's not you see she puts a lot of energy. Almost any ball is moving on the table, but in the end, the cue ball does play a big role. That's also what makes a player a great breaker, is one that can put all the energy into the balls, but then still have control over the cue ball.
Well, I have to ask you the question. Who is the best breaker in all at the moment, Tim?
Well, there is a couple, but a guy like Shane, of course, always stands out pretty well. Mario He, good one. Petri Mäkinen, good one. Guys that can really hit the break super square and get unreal movement on the balls. Mark Bijsterbosch, same one. Same thing. Like they have the natural ability to get that big pop on the balls and still not lose a cue ball. In general, of course, it does happen to everybody, but statistically speaking.
Can she go round 2 rails in and out of the corner to get onto this 4 ball into this bottom left-hand corner?
I am surprised
She's
played it
overhit
this
this.
way.
She's overhit it, Chris. Tim. She's overhit it.
I was just wondering, with top spin, she could have played shape for the 3 ball in the top right corner. The 4 ball, excuse me. So, little different position than I expected her to play. Is she gonna try and roll up on the 9, because scary on the speed. She decided to run into that 9 ball. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that shot. I'm pretty sure there was different options.
Could have played in behind the 8. Could have gone for distance. Maybe tried to get over by the 6 and the 7. Not sure if the bank is on here, Tim. Whether she's going for the cut. Or just a safety. That's the target over behind that 6 ball.
Oh, gotta say, could have turned out a little bit better. A good chance for Margaret to get the cue ball to the right side of the 8, in between the rail and the 8. Of course, the object ball is going to be in the open, so gotta watch the cue ball quite a lot. Oh, and she hit that really firm. Maybe could have spinned the ball a little bit more to crawl slowly behind the 8.
Well, it's a big pocket with the 10 ball there, but can she get anywhere near to the 5 ball? No, she's not interested in playing the bank, gone for the safety option.
Yeah, I do like.
It's pretty
I
good.
do like what she's chosen here. She had so many good things that could happen. The 4 ball maybe just behind the 6, or the cue ball running behind the 8. So there was a couple extras that would have been even better for Jasmin. But still, this will put some pressure on Margaret. Could scratch off the 6 ball in the corner. She kicking. 10 ball on the side. I think that's what the referee called. Two rails off the back of the 4.
Is that Mark Bijsterbosch there? Look, in the audience. Is he there?
To be honest, I don't know. Oh,
Oh, that was really close. How did you get between there?
to be honest, I wouldn't expect Mark to be in the crowd, because he doesn't watch too many matches at the tournaments themselves. pretty focused on his own.
You've spotted your doppelganger then, Mark Bush. Double Dutch. Double Dutch.
Oh, you know, I wouldn't mind playing the 4-10 combo, and she could even put the angle to draw the cue ball in between the short rail and the 6. So she could play two-way. On the other side, you could also say no two-way, just go all in, because if you put it straight, you shouldn't be missing it. And I think that's what she's doing. This is to get on the hill.
It's kind of a free swing, isn't it, Tim? She's doing what you said. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
goes,
there.
no problem. There's no feeling like an early 10, is there?
Well, definitely the early 10 ball does make the game a little bit more creative. I've always been a fan of this rule. Just gives, you know, otherwise people would have played 3 fouls on that 4 ball, or maybe go for another pretty decent run out. Now, because of the early 10, there is some doubt, you know, like, or should I maybe go for that 10 ball? And just, yeah, there is always great shots during the tournament. And the creative player sometimes does have an edge. I'm a fan.
I'm going to call on your, I'm a fan of your language capabilities, Tim. How do you pronounce Bojana? Is it Bojana? Sarach?
Bojana. Yeah, Bojana. I think that would be close. Yeah, Sarach. Her name is actually not. It's not so special as other players we've done before.
No. I just like to get it right if I can, you know. Well, anyway, Bojana has gone 3-0 up. She's on the hill in the first set against Kelly Fisher.
Well, another young upcoming star, Bojana. A lot of people that already called a couple years ago that she is going to be one of the next ladies to be possible world champion. So, of course, that brings pressure. But I do actually believe she's capable of a lot of things. Okay, so
Yeah,
another dry
played
break.
on the team. She played on the main team, didn't she, Chris? Sorry, Tim. And why do I keep calling you Chris? I haven't even commentated with Chris yet. Mate, it's a lot easier, Tim, and just change your name, please, to Chris, could you?
Oh yeah, that sounds a lot easier. So
she's
push out, yeah. You know, this is again one of those breaks, like, so dry break, and it got scrappy from the beginning. 2-6-9, 7-10 combination is a must. No other options on the 7. So even if you would give ball in hand, yeah, where would you start? I think the only shot I can see.
Sorry, Tim. I thought he was going to break into song then. 2-6-9. The goose drank wine. The monkey chewed tobacco on the streetcar line.
No.
You're too young.
But close.
So she's giving it back.
Is she banking the 2 ball 2 rails into that cluster and the cue ball 3 rails to get underneath the 7? Or is she just going to try to get the 2 ball to block the 1? Or any cover? No. She did? She might have opened up the 2 ball. And
Well,
no
how's
cover
this
on the
for a
1.
call? Yeah, I think she can play the 10 here. I honestly think she can play the 10 with a modicum of safety, Tim.
Yeah, I like it. She's never really going to sell out on that 1 ball. This is for the set.
So eyes on the 10 ball. Eyes on the 10. We've already seen one early 10 in the last rack. Can she get another one? No, not this
off the
time.
7?
Oh, maybe.
No.
But there you go.
She did
It was
get the
another
hook.
free swing, wasn't it? Yeah, free swing.
yeah, maybe played it a little bit soft if she really would have liked to attempt the 10 ball. But in the end, for her, the only thing that matters is getting the hook and possibly the first set on the board.
Where are you going here, Tim?
Yeah, just looking. I do like this, but it's tough to get past the side. The side pocket point always comes into play in these shots. Oh, tough. It was
Wow,
close,
she's
but
opened up. She's opened up the 2 look, but she's tied up the 1.
well, the 2 ball doesn't go. That's one of the good things for Margaret. The bad news is she moved the 9 ball over next to the 1. So this is an easy safety on the 1 ball as well. It's an easy roll up. If she can position the 1 ball nearby a couple other balls, maybe close to the 7-10, could win the game on 3 fouls. Oh,
Yeah, she
she's
could
played
even
that
win.
good.
She could even, well, not from there. Yeah, she could even play the 110 as well if she doesn't hit this. This is a must hit, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, she has to make a hit, and to be honest, she does look like she's in a trap here. Can she shoot just before the 3 ball on the short rail and bend the cue ball with low left? She's gonna come up
She's
with.
trying to find a gap. There's
Yeah,
no way was she going to get through that crowd.
Yeah, it was such a
So
difficult shot.
It's going to be another early 10, I think. And it will be the first set to Jasmin Ouschan. Ball in hand, she can just line it up nice and straight, can't she? Unmissable, really.
Yeah, small angle on the 10, but you can. The only thing that could make you miss this shot is because you're on the clock, so you feel a little bit hurried. But she's straight. Because of the ball in hand, she should be fine. Yeah, there it is. Hey, and on the other side, Jasmin did play a smart shot with that safety on the 1, knowing that getting ball in hand, she would win the set. And she did, so smart play.
She just made a really good catch as well. She almost knocked her bottle of drink over and she just managed to catch it in time. Well played, Jasmin Ouschan.
I did see that too, so it looks like Margaret did leave the arena. Of course, wants to recharge. And it's not really like Margaret has played horrible. It's just a couple not so great safeties. And then, of course, she did scratch twice on the break, which is most of the time losing 1 or 2 racks guaranteed. Yeah, well, on the other side, if you look at the fouls, Margaret did foul 6 times in 5 racks.
That's huge, isn't it, Tim? That figure there, 6.
Yeah,
Can
so
you see that many fouls?
0% break success and then 6 fouls. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to beat Jasmin. Of course, she can regroup in the second set, so she could come back, but she definitely needs to step up the cue ball on the break and maybe her safety game. Just defense all around.
It will be a redraw after this, so neither player knows their opponent yet. There will be a redraw after this. Those ladies already through, Chao Che Yu, Cheska Centino, who actually sent Jasmin to the 1-loss side. Bean Hung is also through, defending champion Seo Seoa. Also through to the last 32. Simin Chen as well, playing well. Christina Takach, who's been playing absolutely amazing lately. Also, Wei Chu Chen, birthday girl from yesterday. And Yuki Hiraguchi, who sent Kelly Fisher to the one-loss side yesterday as well. And Kelly's pulled a rack back against Rujana Sarach. She trails 3-1. Amber Chen 3-1 up on Wan Ling Wang. And Alison Fisher has taken the lead. She's come from behind. She now leads Soledad Ayala by 3 racks to 2. So who's been impressing you so far, Tim, in the the rums of Puerto Rico, of course? who's been, you know, impressing you over the first 2 or 3 days from the men and the women?
Yeah, I think we spoke about this before. Here we got Joshua Filler, of course, always one of the players that could win the title here this week. That's guaranteed. Before starting the tournament, you can look at the draw and say, well, Joshua, Shane. On the other side, Victor Zielinski has won 2 years in a row. I believe he's also through to the last 32.
Yeah,
so he might be able to. On the other side, Roland Garcia did beat Joshua Filler in the winners qualification. So maybe we will get a Filipino. And there's quite some Filipino players always, so that could be an option. I actually do need maybe 1 or 2 rounds more to call a winner. Too many options.
Yeah, Carlo Biardo already qualified as well, but the very, very strong presence of the Polish players once again playing so well. Mieszko Fortunski, Mateusz Sznolgoki, also Konrad Jusichin, as well as Zelensky through also. Wojtek Shevchuk, another one. Back to this one, Jasmin breaking off.
Also Fortunski, Szymon Kurol, former world temple champion, so in the juniors. And looks like Jasmin has found something on the break. She changed the sides. She made 2 balls on the break, but she would have loved to have the 2 ball not go in on that break.
Yeah, gonna have to push out, isn't she? But where to, Tim? Because this could be tricky.
Well, I wouldn't look for a too tough option because the 3 ball is really close to the rail as well. You don't want to push out somewhere where you sell out instantly. I'd rather play a very simple shot and just buy time. Here's the break. Look at the cue ball. Almost perfect cue ball. Hit it right into the face, so good spread, making the 1, and then at the end the 2 ball.
You're such a hard man to please. Almost perfect break. Come on, say it, Tim. Perfect. Come on.
Yeah, but if she starts breaking like this, she does increase her chance to win the tournament. I truly believe so. You know, it's always easy to play good when you're breaking good. But when the break is not going, sometimes it can be such a tough game.
Well, she's left a combo here. 3-7. Margaret will be having a go at this. She can't refuse this one.
No, it comes with such natural shape on the 3 and the 4 ball next to it. I believe you gotta go. You can play pocket speed too. You don't have to play very firm. Just play smooth draw. The pocket speed is gonna help the 7 ball as well. Oh, she got super tough on this 3 ball. That doesn't go. Can she still nick the 3 and get the cue ball behind the 8?
That's the plan. Going for the bridge. It's a touchy little shot, this though. Yeah, very much under hit. She only just caught a rail. So she's left this on, this 3-ball to the side pocket for Jasmin.
Yeah, look at this. Most of the players are not a big fan of the bridge. But just barely got to the rail. So now Jasmin make the 3-ball, 4-ball in the corner. So maybe 2 tricky shots. This is one of them. One good shot on this 4-ball. She could be going after another good start in this second set.
Conjure extension. Shot clock just coming right on the prep for the shot. Of course, one player we haven't mentioned, Tim, in our names that have impressed, somebody that's impressed me, Ouschan, of course, Jasmin's brother. He's still very much in the tournament and always at the business end, playing very well. Oh, that's a lovely stroke, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect on the 5-ball. Yeah, like I mentioned, we now reached the last 32 players in the men's field, and it's still tough to call a winner. This would have been completely different 5-6 years ago. And the same thing is slowly happening in the women's game as well. After these loser qualification matches, to call a winner from the last 16 is also not a gimme. It's a tough one. So 3-rail shape around the 10.
Favourite to take the opening rack, and Bojana Sarac has taken the first set against Kelly Fisher.
Well, that's a big thing too, at least guaranteeing that shootout. Same thing for Jasmin. Of course, you never know how that second set will go. But at least to have the shootout as a backup always feels like a relief.
Just a bit of left-hand spin off of this. Just holding it off the rail nicely on the 10. Looking good, Tim.
Yeah, she is playing quite good so far. It's not like they're missing shots. It's all about the defense. Margaret played a long combo.
Sorry, Tim, go on.
No, I was just going to say Margaret played that long combo where she didn't get on the 3-ball, and after it's just another safety battle, and she's lost the safety battle. She's not missing balls.
Yeah, I touched briefly on that subject about Jasmin's safety, and it really is an area of her game which she's improved, and it was a conscious effort on her part to improve her safety, and she's learned a lot off of her brother. It's something she's worked on in the last 6 months to a year, and it seems to be paying off. It's drawing the mistakes, isn't it, from Margaret. It's already won at least 3 racks, Tim. Some good safety shots.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned before, things can go so different from any moment. But from here, Jasmin looks a little stronger than Margaret, to be honest. But it ain't over till it's over. Oh, we do have a great matchup later on today. Last 32 match in the men's. Shane van Boning and Albin Ouschan.
I repeat, it's the
Go.
World 9-ball final.
Yeah, that's quite the cracker.
For Rayla.
Well, also the thing is, if she catches the one ball thicker, look at the cue ball going towards the rail. Most of the time, if you hit it this way, you create some cluster. Some balls are gonna try and get to that long rail.
Yeah, but it's the
Of course,
5
she'll
and the
be
6,
happy.
Tim, and it's a perfect combo, isn't it? So it's no problem. And look where the 4 is as well. Look at the 3. I mean, she just has to make the 1 and get shape on the 2, you would think.
Yeah, that's the good thing for this rack. Everything has worked out. But if I were her, I would definitely try to get the aiming on the break going a little bit more. But of course, you're gonna take every chance you get. Absolutely.
Well, I love it when I know I'm going to be commentating with you, because I know I'm going to be with the break guru and you can decipher it and you really do study it. And I mean that very seriously. You know, you put a lot of effort into learning about the break. And 9 times out of 10, I've got to say you're right, however much it pains me to say it, Tim.
No, it's just the difference is, you know, you can win matches by breaking not too great. But when you get to the cream of the crop, you know, if you get to the best players in the world, after a break, the first thing they will tell you is, no, I gotta work on the break, gotta be a little better. And this is the same thing in other aspects of the game too. If they feel they're not 100% optimal in any aspect of the game, they will not be too satisfied. They don't only play the game to win matches.
Well, she might
They
have
get
to
a-
run into the ball here, Tim. She's going to have to run into the 6 or the 5, is she? Or can she
Yeah.
just slide past it? No, she can't. She's going to have to run into it. You just mentioned a great matchup, Shane van Boning, later on. Well, there's another one. Joshua Filler will be up against another left-hander, John Moore, and that's next on table 2. So that's something to look forward to. Back to this one.
Yeah, and
Well,
she, with the balls being so close to the rail, the double kiss there was a huge chance to get the double kiss. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, can only hit the right side of the 5. She might just have to nick the 5 ball and bring the cue ball all the way up to the short rail and hopefully get super close. I don't think she can catch enough of the 5 to do more.
Can she not send it around? You don't think she can't get straight enough on it? No, she can't. She's
No.
going thin. I'd
Yeah,
play
the
the
only
bank
thing you
here.
got
I'd play the cross-side bank. I'm crazy.
could... No, I mean, it is a shot. But especially in this stage of the match, I would be patient.
Good shot. Double blockers for the pocket, the 8 and the 9.
Now, does she have the angle to roll up on the 8? Could also send the 5 ball towards the short rail and go into the long rail and stick the cue ball with the 8. It's another one. Could also nick the 5 ball on the left side then and put the 5 ball next to the 6 and just wait. There's a couple options. I don't like the aggressive one, shooting the 5 ball off the rail, off the 9 in the corner. Doesn't really give any future on the 6. I think she has all the 5 ball in the corner.
To say she could run through this, Tim, and maybe leave the 6 into the top left as we look.
Oh, she didn't even touch the 9 ball.
What a shot that is.
She did really hit that good. Just a little short on the 6 ball. Look at this for a shot. She did have half of the pocket maybe, but she played good pocket speed. That's how the pocket did grab the ball. He needs one more good shot on this 6 ball.
She's going for it. She's
Yeah,
missed
it's
it.
there.
No, it's in.
No.
It's in.
Yeah, she played at good pace as well. She's gonna level the score and stealing this rack, because if Jasmin came a little straighter on the 4, there was a 5-6 combo and all the other work would have been quite decent.
Sometimes it's fractions of inches, isn't it? And she just finished the wrong side on that 4 ball, which meant she had to try and move the 5 or the 6. Got the double kiss. Didn't get a decent enough safety on it. And Margaret said, thank you very much. And we're level 1-1, second set. She'll be hoping to sort this break out, Tim, because she's not broken very well up to now.
Yeah, and one thing that worked for Jasmin is going to the other side on the break. But this also depends on how confident you are. Have you been practicing both sides on the break or just one side? This could really change the result of the balls as well. And if you just feel one side, you can't really hit the sweet spot, can't really hit him square in the face, then sometimes it's worth it, you know, just for perspective, fresh mind, to swap over to the other side. Here, Jasmin, no safety returns, just Margaret.
Yeah, that's a big stat, isn't it?
Well, the safety efficiency was a lot stronger for Jasmin in the first set than the second set, but of course after the 5 ball Margaret just fired in, the percentages would drop. She's doing the same thing, I believe. More square hit, better spread, but then again a little bit of draw. Little bit of draw on the cue ball. See, she's low in the cue ball.
Yeah, very low.
She pushes downwards, and then there's more energy from the stack because it's 10 balls against just the cue ball. So it's always going to push the cue ball backwards. So I do think actually this 1 ball does go to the bottom right corner, and it's just awkward cueing a little bit how to place your hand and stop the cue ball. Do you hook yourself behind the 3 ball or is it just okay on the 2?
We're right down the line of this.
Beautiful view and beautiful stroke.
Yeah, that was a super camera angle of the perfect technique of the Austrian. Beautifully played. Cue ball seemed to run on forever, didn't it?
Yeah, just that 1 ball really has cleared up the rack. Just gotta stay in line, center of the table on the 4 ball. 5, 6 next to each other, maybe getting to the 7 ball. If you get decent on the 7 ball, it's a game winner.
Nicely done. Well, Bojana Sarac is at it once again. She's taken a 2-0 lead in the second set, having won the first over Kelly Fisher. So Kelly in trouble of going out. It's nicely played. It's a left-hand spin, taking it around the back of the 6 ball.
Oh, gotta say, she is maybe a little straighter on the 6 ball, unless she can stun the cue ball out. But if she plays with draw, the 7 ball doesn't go to that corner where the 10 is. So she needed to get to this side. She got fine, maybe not too close, but she in the end was fine on the 6 ball.
Alison Fisher keeping the Fisher name alive for now. She's taken the first set against Soledad Ayala.
Yeah, some good cue ball from Jasmin. You can see she puts a lot of quality in the cue ball, never really runs very far out of position. Most of the time it's just a bit. If she does. And clean run out from Jasmin. Perfect shot on the 1 ball to the 2. Never really got the wrong angle during the whole rack.
Another day at the office for Jasmin Ouschan. I've got to say, Tim, I do like those new shirts that she's wearing. I like the flag, the way they've incorporated the flag on them.
Well, I think it also we are currently in a revolution of pool, where of course we're gonna have big majors, big tournaments, big arenas, big crowds, and I also think the visual aspect of clothing and just the looks are all part of the show, of course. And I'm a big fan of everybody that's currently getting customized shirts and sponsors, like for example, Jam Up Apparel also. You know, they make customized shirts, and well, there's more brands, of course. I don't know all of them, but I always think this is a good revolution for the game of pool, or the sport of pool. Depends on how you look at it. I hope you agree.
I certainly do. I think pool is in a great place. And Jasmin Ouschan is in a great place as well. 2-1 up and breaking in the second set. Six ball.
Nice break.
Yeah, look at this. Does the 1 pass the 2, Tim? I think it does. I think it's just run on enough, didn't it?
Yeah, I do
Does
think
it
so.
sneak
If she
past
can
that
get-
2 ball?
I would be more worried about how to get on the 2 ball than actually making the 1 ball. Needs to get to the center of the table minimum to at least have a cut on the 2. If she doesn't
Yeah,
like
needs
it,
the
she could still
extension.
roll up. She could roll up on the 2 ball in case she really thinks she doesn't get there. But I can't imagine.
Yeah, she's going for it. Checking the angle.
So top right, center of the table. From this angle, that 1 ball looks pretty decent. Just needs the cut on the 2. I think she's got it. Could go twice the short rail on this. Could also choose to hold the cue ball. This is pure preference. I would be too scared holding the cue ball, because most of the time you're going to hit the 2 ball a little bit thicker. Some players, they have this really short, clean stroke. She has played the up and down, and
Beautiful.
this is perfect.
Great shot. Now, Jasmin is one of the players, Tim, one of the few players that is nicknameless. And the WPBA recently ran a little competition to find her a nickname, and they still didn't find one that really suited her. I wondered if you had any ideas on that. What would be a good nickname for Jasmin?
Well, I would try to look at something intense or very fierce, because she is a pretty fierce competitor. So if I would try to look for a nickname, I'm definitely looking into something, yeah, powerful and with quite some fire in it.
What about the Ice Queen? Not ice
No,
cream,
she needs a
Ice
little.
Queen, I said.
No, I mean, it's not like me myself. I'm not too great at all those nicknames in general, so tough question. But I do believe something because she's pretty focused and she plays with a lot of fire, and I think those are characteristics that need to be in that nickname if she would get one.
Well, at the moment, just Jasmin is what she's known by, and she's doing just enough as well. And this is going to take her to the hill. She's absolutely perfectly placed here. A bit of a stretch. She could have done with a little bit of right-hand spin on that, Tim, just to wind her the angle off of the rail. She's gone a little bit closer to the 7, hasn't she?
Well, the good news is she does have a nice angle to go 2 rails towards the 8 and the side. So stun right, maybe a little bit of draw. And this is most of the players like this for a positional shot. And in this case was going to give her a nice angle, but yeah, the stretch itself was maybe not too great. I'm sure after she wouldn't mind.
Yeah, prime position. Just doesn't want to be straight on the 9 ball.
Well, this also shows confidence. Some players would have maybe slow pace, dropped the 8 in and leave minimal on the 9. And Jasmin played double pace and used the extra short rail and looking very confident to get on the hill.
Yeah, no chance of deceleration, Tim. It's there. Just keeps the stroke nice and fluid, and then it goes, and she is on the hill. This could be a 4-1, 4-1, especially the way she's braking, because she really has broken very well. Now, let me give you some latest scores. Kelly fighting back in her match against Ouschan after the Serbian took the first set. It's now 2-1 to Ouschan in the second. Another one on a fight back is Elu Kibaroglu. She's a set down and 2-1 down to Silviana Lu. Kristina Zlateva, after leading all the way through the first set, has lost it to Chihiro Kawahara. And Alison Fisher, representing the United States now. She'll be teaming up with Shane Van Boning, won't she, in the Scotch doubles, the mixed Scotch doubles coming up later in the week. Really looking forward to that one, Tim. There really is some great pairings, isn't there, in that? And there's one of them there. She'll be playing with brother Albin. And we've got Fedor and Christina. We've got Margaret and Tyler. Chao Che-yu and Chang Jung-lin. And Wei Chu-chen and Ko Pin-yi. What a tournament that's going to be.
Well, one thing that's going to be interesting is for many years, probably many fans have been wondering how would Jasmin and Albin play together, and now we actually get to see it, and I'm curious too. Oh, nice square hit, makes the ball.
Did see them in the world teams, of course, didn't we, pairing up in the Scotch doubles, but that's not actually a long match, is it? It's only short races in that.
Well, that's only 1 race to 4. Now it's actually a couple sets. And look at this, if you find a way to make the 1 ball, I wouldn't mind trying to wing at something. The 7-9 is closed. And if you make the 1 in the side, she might be done making a 2-10 combination for the win.
Depending where she lands as well, Tim, she might even be able to just play the Karen if she doesn't want to do too much with the cue ball. There you see It's the important ball.
Well, she could also just play safe and wait till she get ball in hand and then get it done. If she gets underneath the 10, no. Okay, well this story is gonna get a little till because the one ball will be easy to hit for Margaret. And it feels for quite a bit that it feels like I haven't seen Margaret for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes for quite some time. How does she feel now after sitting in the chair?
When she does come to the table, she's facing a hook again, and she's got to get this safe tin. Well, she's missed it by a long way. Well, that is a surprise. Looking puzzled.
Yeah, but she doesn't really get much table time. Then the only shots she gets are sensitive kicks, you know, she has to hit the right side and she just doesn't feel the table that much anymore, I believe, at this point. Now Jasmin looks to be playing a similar shot like she did earlier this match. Send the one ball down table for a future 1-10 combination. And if she can glue the cue ball with the 6 or the 4, she might set herself up to finish the match.
I just wondered if she might consider playing the one ball here into that corner and draw back for the 2-10. Karen, not combo, but the Karen.
Yeah, the carom is quite some cut still, so maybe it's a little bit awkward now. She didn't get as good as she did before. Still left the one rail kick over the long rail, which Margaret has to take on.
She's called the 10, I think.
Or is she going 2 rails? No, I would guess she can still hit the right long rail and go 1 rail, possibly 2 rails off the short rail. Could make the 1, and if you don't make the 1, there's 5 balls you can get lucky behind. This looks a little bit wide to me.
Don't come across it and scratch off of the face of it. She's missed it a long way again.
Yeah, it did look wide
really
from the
struggling.
beginning. So that's 2 fouls. Now, of course, you know, I do like the carom. It's not like the carom doesn't go. But it's not a hanger like the 2-10 was earlier in the game.
Yeah, but if you look at the 7 and the...
Well, she did get, I gotta say, from here, I really wouldn't mind it. I think she put the cue ball, it's almost ball in hand shape on this carom on the 10. Unless she really likes to do more work on the 7-9. She's gonna play shape from the 2 to the 3 ball to open up the 7-9 and then hopefully get something on the 4. No. Is there a 7-9 combo? I'm a little bit surprised by the choice she just made.
Not sure she can get to the angle she needs to make the combo, Tim, because the rail's in the way, isn't it, if you know what I mean? Can't really get to the edge of the 7 that you need to get to. Yeah, that's why she's played another safety, and that's quite an intelligent shot, actually, because now Margaret is going to have to move that 7-9 by the looks of it.
I do see a very creative shot, though. Rail first, catch the right side of the 3 ball, send the 3 into the 7, and carom the 10 in. Carom the 10 in.
Wow, good call, good call, good call. Almost. Well, she's tied the 4 up now, look. There's another cluster.
Well, she did catch the 3 ball a little thinner. That's why the 3 ball came out, and maybe a little bit firm. But the idea was there. And yeah, what do you play? If she plays the 3 ball in the corner, could play a stop shot safety behind the 9. Stop on the 3 and the stop on the 4. Oh, safety on the 3 ball. You know, Jasmin is
Tap on the
actually playing a good
table.
match. She is really making sure Margaret does not get in stroke at all. Sorry, Mark.
I forgot what I was going to say now, Tim. It's my age. Don't worry about it. It was nothing important, I'm sure.
Well, not a horrendous result on this 3 ball. Make the 3 and maybe take a gamble. Low right into the 4-9. If you catch almost any ball, you can get lucky. If you don't, you can play a safety on the 4.
Well, she could possibly even make the 4 ball here if she catches the 9. Quite thick.
Just going forward. Yeah, I
Needs
didn't
some luck.
feel going forward. She did get the luck.
Well, this isn't easy now. Very thin. If she takes it on, there's a safety on. Cue ball over behind that little cluster of balls.
Yeah, top left. Oh, I don't like this. She could have banked the 3 ball over down table and get the cue ball behind the 6 and create more distance. This is a kick shot which Jasmin should be hitting. And if she catches the right side of the 3 ball, a lot of good things can happen.
Yeah, could flick off the 3 ball, couldn't she? Back over to the kind of area is now tin. That's a possibility. Just like that.
And this is exactly what I meant. Okay, she might not have gotten the full hook. She might have, actually. And this is just Margaret gave Jasmin the chance to get this luck. Or luck. It's a combination of luck and skill, of course. Oh, the cue ball.
Oh, well, when it's not your day, it's not your day. It's been a story of fouls, hasn't it, from Margaret Fefilova Steyer in this particular match. And it all started in the very first rack. She scratched off the break. And we counted 6 fouls, Tim, up to 1 point. That's at least 7, maybe 8.
Yeah, just 6 ball. It's the only thing I would be looking at from here. Did she get far enough? I don't think she's got far enough on this 4 ball. Yeah, this can be awkward. Because the 6 is probably at the worst spot on the pool table. And could play a safety behind the 9, just wait.
Yeah, it's going to be another safety, isn't it? More of the same.
Well, I'm more impressed by the fact that she didn't play the safety on the 4. She did call the bank shot on the 6 ball, and she's definitely looking to get the cover with the 9-8 if she doesn't make it. Oh!
I don't know how she thought she was going to avoid the scratch there. I really don't. It looked as if it was impossible to avoid the way she was playing it. She's puzzled as much as I am on that one, Tim. How could she avoid that?
Well, she was trying to play and the soft pace to get the 6 ball safe in mind and enough draw. And she didn't really put enough draw on it. Just worked as a stop shot, and well, that was not enough to avoid the scratch for sure. So little straight on 7. Do think she can stun the cue ball still a little bit off the rail for the 8 in the bottom right corner in this view. So A chance to close the gap.
She really hit that, didn't she? She's gone a little bit too far back into the centre of the table, if anything, but it's still on. Shouldn't be a problem. Just cue ball going near the 9 though now. She actually touched the 9, didn't she? It's okay though. Nicely on it. Probably into the side pocket.
It's either play to the corner pocket and take the more cut on the 10 ball, or cut the 9 ball in the side and get more straight on the 10. Oh, wow, can you believe this?
That's why I didn't like that, Tim. Because she was trying to steal a little bit of angle to stay as straight on the 10 as she could. I liked it in the side. Maybe I'm wrong, but natural cue ball position was taking it over for the 10. And that's a huge miss. It's been one of their matches for Margaret Fefilova, Steyr, and you feel a little bit for her. And look at this. Look at the cue ball.
Oh.
Well, this is turning into a really strange match, isn't it? That was unbelievable.
Yeah, she just caught that short rail first on the 9. That's how it scratched. And wow, big swings back and forth. Hey, on the other side, if I were Margaret, I would tell myself, hey, you know, you got a little luck. I'm right in it to still get through the second set and go to a shootout. You know, you gotta boost yourself up a little bit instead of saying, well, I got lucky, which some people also do.
Oh, look at the fouls, Tim. Just look at the amount of fouls in this.
There's 12 fouls by 2 players. It's something unusual to see.
I think it's more, isn't it? Oh no,
Well,
12,
it says,
you're right.
yeah, I think it's 12,
Yeah,
but still,
12.
I mean,
12.
I mean, you're begging for more? I don't know.
Yeah, come on. It's exciting.
No, I mean, it's like I said, it's not like both players are missing balls all over the place. It's not like they're playing horrible. It's just that, yeah, I feel the vibe, the safety vibe. Jasmin is definitely ruling in that department at this point.
Well, Margaret about to break. Let's get them stats out the way. We don't want to see them. They're horrible to look at, aren't they, from the player's point of view? Where's the 1 ball going? In it goes. She's made a ball, Tim.
Yeah, no future on this 2 ball, but at least we've got an open layout. So you would expect only a safety battle on the 2 ball and a potential run out after for, well, the player that wins the safety battle.
May just push this 2 ball past the 5. Can't see what else she can play here, really, Tim.
Could just play the 2 ball to the short rail and try to get the 5 ball in between. She's not gonna get the distance, but at least keep the pressure on.
She can kick this one round from behind, I think. And calls the side, so that tells us she can get in behind this 2 ball.
Well, she did call the side just in case. I'm sure she's not trying to make the 2 ball because she would be hooked behind the 5 on the 3 ball. So it was a just in case. She hit it good. And I think that nudge on the 6 might have helped her. Did she leave that 2 ball? It's close.
Thankfully, the 6 ball has gone into a combination for the 9, so that's not really tied up So the table's still well and truly open. It's all about this two ball, and it's on.
No, so it
Oh,
wasn't
it
on.
wasn't on.
But in my opinion, Margaret's played a very good shot here. Some people wouldn't acknowledge this kind of shot is there because they're only focused on making that two ball, so they're gonna massage and jump and do whatever. Instead, she's played a good, strong shot, got the cover behind the 5, and kicking 2 rails on this two ball. There is a scratch off the back of the 2. So Jasmine's got to make sure she catches it thick from the back. Similar to this, has bought some time.
That young lady there looked down and out of this year's Rums of Puerto Rico Las Vegas Women's Open until that bizarre scratch from the 9 ball from Jasmin. So another safety shot here. If you can win this battle, they're in the open. That's not a very good shot though. She's caught the 4 ball.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe to roll up on the 4 ball, but then she chose to go for more distance, which I don't mind. But she is not gonna like what she's gonna face after. Jasmine is gonna cut the 2 ball into the 6. 2 is gonna stay there, possibly behind the 9. And there is 2 different paths to bring the cue ball. Just like this, but Jasmine has underhit the cue ball. I was expecting her to get behind the 10-7 as well. So it's not horrible for Margaret. Could have been a worse look. Not saying Jasmine played a horrible safety shot, I'm more saying it could have been maybe 5% better and could have locked up Margaret. It's the small little details, especially on this extreme level, that sometimes do make the difference. Oh,
Just got a glimpse.
how does
Just
she
got a
find
glimpse
the
there
corner?
of the crowd. And yeah, really enjoying this enthralling battle, and as we see another scratch in the side pocket off of the 3.
Well, I'm
Oh,
just
surely,
so
Tim, look at
surprised.
the 310.
I'm just so surprised she was able to catch the 2 ball so thin. She almost cut it into that corner. That was the only way how to scratch off that ball in the side. Yeah, and there is a 310 mark.
Yeah, and she just placed her hand, Tim, exactly where she wants the cue ball to make the 310. So this is a really big chance now. Run out is a possibility as well, of course. Yeah, she's going for the run out. Nicely played. Pressure's on though. She knows if she misses, Tim, it will be heel. So she really needs to make the most of this and get this match over with. She had it won in the last rack.
Good shape. The 4 ball staying away from the 7. Could go backwards, low right, in between the 10 and the 7. Could also go forward. And most of the players, they don't like the bridge. I mentioned this before. So some of them, they play very basic while going for the bridge.
Did it well.
Yeah, she's good shot there, good speed especially, which is most of the times the scary thing with the bridge. Tough to feel the speed. Cue is not gliding over your bridge hand, it's gliding over a piece of plastic most of the time.
Yeah, and rarely do you see pool players getting their elbow up parallel to the bed of the cloth. It's always kind of hanging down, which isn't ideal technique when you're using the bridge. But she did play a decent shot. And now surely she can get over the line here and book her place.
Yeah,
in the
two
last
real shape.
16.
Twice a long wheel. How's the speed? Okay, maybe a little bit further on the 7-ball than she wanted to. If she was straight, could have played a stop shot and go up table off the 8. Can she still float forward? Or does she have to go into the long rail and come back out? If you can float the 7-ball, I would always try this. Yeah, nicely done. Was so depending on the angle she had. So now, I think 2 rail position, short rail, long rail up to the 9. This makes sure you stay off the long rail. Just 3
Just
balls
watch her
remain,
elbow
Mark.
here, Tim. You see that elbow? It's just down a little bit. I'd like to see that just up a little bit more. I mean, it's kind of flirting again with the side pocket. We've seen